For most of this year, the latest trial for former Menominee Sheriff's Deputy and School Resource Officer Brian Helfert was set to start this morning up until a plea deal was struck between his lawyer and the county prosecutor earlier this month. Helfert, who worked in the school for a majority of his 27 years with the Sheriff's Office, was fired in 2020 following an investigation conducted by city police in Menominee. That investigation led to the discovery of several abuse accusations and dozens of charges filed related to child sex crimes. But until recently, only a 6-month sentence for the man who a judge has called a sheep's in wolf's clothing. Then a conviction late last year landed Helfert 9 years behind bars for grooming and abusing a former Menominee area high school student. In this latest case involving another accuser, Helfert, facing CSC 1 charges, carried a potential max sentence of life in prison. Now we're learning the plea deal struck on the case effectively carries no additional prison time. Local 3 digital reporter Skylar Perkins reached out to Menominee County Prosecutor Jeff Rogg late last week for an explanation of the deal.
In exchange for the reduction in charge, Mr. Helfert agreed to waive his right to an appeal on the December case, the jury verdict from December of 2023. And that is a huge advantage for me in being able to provide finality to that victim in that case and the victims in all these cases.
Court records also show the agreement stipulates no further prosecution or refiling of any known cases, which Rogg says was a decision that he made with the victims behind them.
I have talked to each and every one of those victims, and they want nothing to do with any prosecution. And that is, again, in placing the victims foremost in my consideration of how to deal with this difficult situation. That was, or is, and always will be my first priority, is the victim's desires and wishes. And of course, it would be possible to force a victim by subpoena to come to court. But my question for the naysayers is, at what price? I had one of them threatening suicide. Is that a price that should be paid? I think not. And so that was part of the reason for my decision in that regard. Now, if there's somebody who is that we're unaware of, and I'm aware of about 6 or 8 or 10 of them, then that person can come forward and is not such a prosecution is not precluded by this agreement. It's only for the cases that Mr. Stupak and I have been wrestling with. Keep in mind, for the last 5 years.
According to Rogg, the agreement has been accepted by the judge, and Helfert will be formally sentenced in October. In the wider Menominee community, some are unhappy with the deal. Later tonight at 10, we're going to hear from a lawyer who has previously worked with the prosecutor on a case against Helfert, who decided to challenge Rogg in the August primary as a write-in candidate for Menominee County prosecutor. Up next in your full forecast with